Alright, well, hello and welcome, my friends. I'm the Kodiak, and today I'm here to talk about my final prediction for the Broncos heading into 2025. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already. I'm going to have something dropping on the Titans over the next few days, so drop a like if you enjoy, and also, if you want to book me for your voiceover projects, follow me on Twitter at Kodiak Broncos and reach out to me there. But either way, let's dive right into it. So, if you're just going beyond the record, like I originally did not want to make this a record prediction video. I wanted to make it, about how the team would look, but ultimately that's what everybody cares about and everybody just wants the receipts. So I was going to save this until the end, but screw it. I have the Broncos going 11-6 just based on what they have so far this year. So I'm going to kind of bundle the first two games. These are games where you should honestly take care of business. And I know that these games are not going to be a walk in the park because early on, especially in the NFL over the past few years, offenses in particular have looked really, really ugly. And with the Broncos having a lot of schematic turnover, this has a propensity to get ugly. And we also always forget how to play football against the Colts. I don't know what it is, but these games could get pretty ugly. But because of the fact that our defense took care of business so often last year, and we did take care of business whenever a bottom feeder came into our house, I think we should be able to get it done against the Titans. We should be able to get it done against the Colts. That's just how I'm feeling about those games, is that even if the offense is sputtering, our defense should be way too strong for the opposition, and our defense should honestly take care of business in both these games. So I'm not really concerned about them. They might not be as, lopsided as we had initially penciled in when the schedule was announced in May. But to be completely honest, these are two games where, nothing is a given in the NFL. But if you truly are the class of the AFC, you should get it done, and I expect the Broncos to take care of business the first 2 weeks. So week 3 is where things get a little spooky. Harbaugh, his team is just designed to play against us. Let's just put it that way. The Chargers are always going to be with Harbaugh and establish the run team, play good defense sort of team. And the Chargers, they're just built to beat us. And schematically, they have a leg up on us. Mainly because last year, they were able to take advantage of these sore spots on our defense. And I do hope that Dre Greenlaw gets enough against Tennessee and enough against Indianapolis to where he is a full go against the Chargers in week 3, because he would be our X factor in this game. And the Chargers did a really, really good job last year of taking advantages of where we were weak, which was inside linebacker and safety, absolute sore spots on our team last year, especially against good teams. And the Chargers, they found ways to make that work as good as anybody else did. So props to them for that. But ultimately, I just don't think we get it done against the Chargers. Yeah, I do think we get it done against the Chargers at home, but it's one of those things where they're a tough opponent and they do not have Slater, so I think they could be a really tough out. Either way, if they had Slater, I think they'd be an even tougher out. But, it's a big loss on their offensive line. So, yeah. And honestly, they do not have that good of a group of weapons. I know Amari and Hampton was drafted in the first round this year. And honestly, maybe Hampton is all you need to really get that offense on track. But, even without one of the game's best right tackle, or left tackles, I should say. So, yeah. Cincinnati, I think we do it this time. I think we take care of the Bengals, especially because, our advantage is that it's at home. And this time, we will have a healthy Riley Moss. You guys can see my jersey in the background right there. Either way, I do think we win the rematch right here, and I do think we can get it done. Philadelphia, this is as scheduled as the loss as it gets. That team is elite in every facet. They're elite in every level. They're, a big offensive line. We are a not undersized defensive line, but we're a smaller defensive line. And we have New York the next game in London. So don't look into it. The final score won't be pretty in Philadelphia, but once again, just move on and focus on the Jets game. So the two New York teams. So we've got the Jets in London, and we actually do not have a bye after that, which a lot of people are complaining about that after the schedule was dropped. I'm here to tell you, man, look at what we have the next few weeks. Not only do we have weaker opponents when we do come home with New York and Dallas, but then we have a flight to Houston. So you're not taking a long flight after the New York game until November 30th at Washington. So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. You should be counting your lucky stars that you are, you kind of got blessed by the NFL schedule makers. I know that coming back after a bye week, or coming back after a London game, playing on the next Sunday is not the most ideal thing for the players, but yeah, teams are 12-7-1 when they do not have a bye week after a London game, or yeah, over the past few years. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. By the way, the Giants you should take care of here. The Jets you should take care of there. Dallas, I would have maybe been a little spooked, before the Parsons trade. But after that, I'm just like, they're going to have no defense. Like, that is a three-man team with Dak, CD, and Pickens. So that's how I'm feeling about Dallas. Houston is another tricky one because they're designed to play against us as well. Very strong secondary, very strong pass rush. And I could see them giving our offense all sorts of fits. Now, I do expect Broncos country to take over Houston. That could be an equalizer in our favor. But listen. Nico Collins is one of the game's very best, and they should have an improved group of weapons this upcoming year after drafting Jaden Higgins in the second round last year and Jalen Nolan in the third round as well. And they might get Tank Dell back at some point this year, but we're probably not going to see him. Either way, Houston's not going to be able to run the ball. Their offensive line is terrible, so that is something working in our favor, but they're a lot like us in some ways. But yeah, either way, I think Houston beats us, and mainly because they're at home. Now, I do think we take it against the Raiders. I do think we take it against the Chiefs as well at home. Washington, I think we fly there, and they're just going to be such a tough opponent that I don't think we get it done. So, and honestly, there's no shame in that. They're a very strong team. It's a very strong opponent. I see a lot of people talking about the Commanders regressing this upcoming year. I don't see it happening, at least not until it actually happens. Did they catch lightning in a bottle with their NFC Championship run last year? Sure, I would say so. But listen, I still think they're a very strong team. They're a very strong opponent, and I do think they're going to be a tough out this upcoming year. I think we sweep the Raiders. As crazy as that is for a lot of people to think, I do think we sweep the Raiders, and I think we get it done in Vegas. And yeah, a lot of people are really high on them because of Genty and Bowers and Geno Smith now coming into the mix, and Pete Carroll being able to turn around a team like that. But I don't know. We've seen the Broncos teams of old not be able to take care of business against inferior opponents. I still deem the Raiders as an inferior opponent, so I think we get it done. Green Bay, I'm going to say we take an L now. I don't think Green Bay is making the Super Bowl or anything. I still think they're not even winning their division, but, a lot of people are picking Green Bay to win the Super Bowl after they traded for Mike Parsons, and you know what? Deservedly so. He fits that defense like a glove, but listen, I still think it's basically a coin flip as to how this game goes, and I do think that, with Josh Jacobs, having our number for so many years, I just think that that's the ultimate equalizer here for the Green Bay Packers offense. I expect our defense to be up to the task against, Jordan Love and Matthew Golden and all those receiving weapons and Tucker Kraft and whoever. But yeah, coin flip, and I just think Green Bay takes it on a 80-yard field goal or something like that. Jacksonville, I think we get that done here, even though I think Jacksonville is going to be pretty good this upcoming year. And then at Kansas City, I do think since Arrowhead is a house of horrors for us, I do think we don't win on Christmas night there. But yeah, and then I think we take it against the Chargers at home as well. It's basically just, okay, you have two strong teams. One's good, another's good. Why not just split home and home? So that's basically how I'm feeling about the season. If you guys have anything that you guys want to challenge me on, I'd be more than happy to debate you guys in the comment section down below. But this is just what I think is going to happen, what I think based on what we've seen so far. And yeah, I think I am, a lot of people are picking us to go 12-5, 13-4, or whatever in the Broncos landscape, and a lot of national outlets are predicting us to also win the AFC West. I don't think 11-6 is going to be good enough to win the AFC West. I think it's going to be decided by a game or two, but yeah, and if you could win Christmas night at Kansas City, I think your chances of winning the division have skyrocketed. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about this. Yeah, ultimately, I do miss the sick feeling that I used to have before Broncos games, and I'm really excited that I get to experience it in person on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys next time. Mile High Salute.